Hey guys, Sean Dubs here. When it was released in November of 2021, Halo Infinite multiplayer smashed records for an Xbox game, even on Steam. Hype was at maximum, with Halo fans proudly cheering, "Halo is back! It's a new golden age of Halo." But here we are 10 weeks later and watching as the player count dwindles by the day. Big Team Battle, one of Halo's best and most classic modes, still doesn't work. Longtime fan favorites like Infection still aren't available. Few people are happy with the game shop and by extension the customization. And there's still no real roadmap, despite this being a live service game. Many Halo fans have been left hopeless, disappointed, and broken. Just like the game. How did it come to this? Well, let's go back 10 weeks and see how we got here. Oh, and just a word of caution, you might want to break out a can of copium for this. Halo Infinite multiplayer launched early and as a quote-unquote beta on November 15th. The excitement was incredible. Can you believe it? A new Halo game is finally here after 6 years and it just came out early. Within days though, people began to notice how little content was in the game, such as maps, cosmetics, modes, and playlists. Not all, but many Halo fans held out hope and assumed that because 343 called the multiplayer a beta, that there would be more content on the 8th when the game officially launched. 343 also expressly marketed the game as live service, and within a week of release, the game's first event was going to launch, the Tenrai event. So the relatively small amount of launch content seemed completely acceptable within the context of Halo Infinite being a live service game. And within days, 343 did start making changes to the game, further giving people hope that the live service would take care of any concerns about content. They updated the challenge system, they made the battle pass a little less grindy, and they even doubled the timer on XP boosts. 343 then teased all the upcoming free events for the game, which made people really excited and made it seem like live service was going to be great for Halo Infinite. Then just 1 week after launch, the first free event for Halo Infinite launched. People were excited about this because the prices in the game's shop were out of control and there already was some backlash about it. So the idea of a free event with some achievable cosmetics was really exciting. But then we saw what the event really was. Damn, where's my bottle of copium? I should probably have topped it off for this video. The Tenrai event ended up being a true cash grab because most of the cosmetics the event brought were in the store, despite it being advertised as a free event. This was the moment when a lot of Halo fans started to become concerned because the events were nothing more than a playlist and a grindy event pass with limited rewards. You also couldn't fully complete the event pass and still can't, 10 weeks later as I'm recording this. This was also the moment that a lot of things really started going wrong for Halo Infinite. Players started noticing server-related issues and backlash to the store, and the game's limited customization began. More and more people noticed issues like desync while also growing more frustrated by overpriced items in the shop. The outrage continued to spread to the point that even the Halo subreddit, a relatively large subreddit, was completely closed down. But despite all this, not all, but some Halo fans held out hope that everything would be fixed and there would be more content when the game was taken out of beta on December 8th after Halo Infinite's campaign launched. But then the 8th came and nothing changed. Damn. I'd say past the copium, but my tolerance is so high right now, I don't even think it would have an effect. The game was out of beta, but there was no real update. No new content, or maps, or modes, or anything. Reality set in for the remaining Halo fans that had been hoping more content was coming. Before December 8th, all you heard was, "Bro, just be patient, it's a beta, bro. It's just a beta, bro. Just wait until it's out of beta." But after the 8th, those people disappeared and have never been heard from again because they all jumped off cliffs from being unable to accept that they had been outed as complete morons. All was not lost though, because Hopium was slightly restored within a week of launch after 343 announced that they added more playlists to the game, such as Team Slayer and Free For All. You know, the basics. Around this time, Big Team Battle also stopped working for some reason. This was and remains an issue because it's one of the only more casual, friendly game modes. 343 then issued a final update to the community before they took a break for the holidays. They made it clear that they heard the community's feedback and were working to respond to it. 343 really did back up a lot of what they said and made some really good changes to the game's free events by removing filler and adding more rewards to the free event passes. This gave all the remaining Halo fans hope that the game would be improved even more after the holidays. About a week into this year, however, 343 gave us their first update of 2022 and made it pretty clear that further updates to Halo Infinite were going to take some time. They said they still don't have a roadmap, but in the meantime, they are working to fix major issues with the game, like Big Team Battle not working. They also finally announced that they were going to take some action on the community's feedback about the Halo Infinite shop. By this point, most Halo fans had accepted that the game was going to take quite a long time to see the improvements it needs, but they were willing to remain hopeful and on board as 343 was getting stuff done. Unfortunately, about a week ago, 343's fix for Big Team Battle failed. Oh damn, maybe I will take that extra bottle of copium. On top of that, this week 343 offered individual items for sale in the shop, but it was not well received by the community after it became clear that the prices were still high. And that brings us to where we are today. It's pretty obvious 343 is struggling with the live service aspect of Halo Infinite, and it could be some time until they get good at it. The only thing that brings new changes on a weekly and regular basis in Halo Infinite is the shop. With live service games, people love updates because that's when the new content is added. A constant supply of fresh new content is what makes live service games thrive and why people like them. Oftentimes the content is free, like map updates and new weapons being added. But in Halo Infinite, the shop is quite literally the main place new content is added on a regular basis, and you have to pay for all of it. The game's only supply of new content being paid has revealed what the game is really called: Halo Infinite. In about 3 weeks, there should be some kind of update to Halo Infinite, which at this time we know little about, other than it bringing some anti-cheat measures of some kind. Halo fans need something fun to look forward to other than paid shop updates. Multiplayer video games are more of a collective experience nowadays. People want to get excited about what's coming next together, but no one wants to get excited about spending money on overpriced cosmetics. It seems likely that long-term, Halo Infinite will get the updates and improvements it needs, but Halo fans can only live off the hope and promise of the future for so long, especially when a lot of promises weren't kept, and they've had their hopes destroyed before. Halo fans need something now. So that's essentially the story of Halo Infinite over the past 10 weeks since the game launched. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to keep up to date with what's happening with the game, definitely drop me a sub. But hey, that's all I got for now, so I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.